You recognize that texture, that timbre. Artist Vusi Nova has unveiled a new chapter in his journey with the release of his latest single, Pendula, a poignant anthem for the brokenhearted. The song explores the emotional highs of falling in love. Vusi is here to share that story, the scars, the soul poured into this latest single. Good to have you. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you have been, I suppose, milking the album for all it's worth and leaving your many fans wanting to say, when are you coming up with new material? Why has it taken you this long?
You know, for me, it's all about experience, right? And the time being right.
Right.
And I feel like right now is the time. Yeah, so that's why I'm back in studio, putting this body of work together for the lovers out there, yeah.
Yeah. How would you describe your expression? I mean, I immediately think soul. I listened to this. It's got a lot of soul.
Right.
It's got a lot of heart in there.
Yes.
But how would you describe your expression?
Definitely soul. I'm a person that antetika kakhulu, you know. So I express myself through music, via music.
Yeah.
And that's why I mostly write about stuff that I go through, you know. And I guess I do this trying to heal myself,
right?
You know, through whatever that it is I'm going through at the time. And the fact that then other people then relate to the music and they find some sort of healing through the music as well, for me, that is amazing.
Yeah. Stuff you go through, I mean, are you talking stuff you go through in industry, stuff you go through in relationships, stuff you go through in business? What stuff?
Just in general, right?
Yeah.
But I think I mostly gravitate towards utando.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a sucker for love, man. You know, and I think that stems from the fact that, I don't know, man, I've just been given so much love growing up.
Yeah.
You know, and just, you know, being umnana that attends church and all of that.
Yeah.
It's love, 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 and more love.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So do you wait to be in relationship to be inspired? Or do you wait to be out of relationship? You know, there's a point when one of the UK artists, they say she used to write big hits because she was...
Is this Adele?
Adele, yeah.
Yeah, so they call me the male Adele. For some reason. So the other day, someone said to me, whoever hurts Vusi Nova should continue, because every time he's hurt, he does the best. So I found that very funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I mean, I just write about love just in general. But for some reason, and I guess I agree with whoever wrote that statement or that caption, I don't know, there's something about heartbreak that I don't know, just does something to me.
Yeah.
You know? There's just something about that. There's just something about it.
So when you speak of Pendula, I mean, words such as emotional, expressive, and healing, I see they are popping up. How would you describe this scene?
As in the song?
Yes.
Pendula, I don't know, man. You know, I think when you're in love and all of a sudden love starts to hurt, arguments, all of a sudden popping up, and then all of a sudden this leads to a breakup, right? We always have questions, right? Did this person really love me? You know, was all of this worth it? You know, we have all these questions, and I think that is what I went through, because this is a personal story, actually, that happened recently, funny enough.
Yeah.
So I think these are just questions that we all ask ourselves. So I was just like, let me put it out there, and because I know so many people will relate. You know, these are questions that people want to ask all the time.
Yeah.
And I think this is why people love the song.
The song, yeah. Talk about the creative process. I mean, when I heard your vocal the first time, I thought, gee, it's raw. It's real. It was like one of those, like, you went into the studio and you were just...
I don't write.
Went all out and left and said, you'll see to finish,
I'm
Mr.
like,
engineer. I'm done my bit.
I don't write.
Yeah.
Most of the time I just walk in there. Obviously, I've got an idea of what I'm going to do in my mind, or where my headspace is, and I just get in there and I just pour my heart out. Yeah. If it means dimming the lights or switching them off, for that matter, I do it. There's just something about, guess I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. And I think that is the thing about my sound and the kind of artist that I am today. And once again, people love that.
People love that. Yeah, no, the people clinging to that. How's it been running your own label?
Oh my goodness.
You're your own boss.
Hell. Hell.
Yeah?
Okay, like I've got my own
Funding
artists.
project is always an interesting thing to hear from those who are on the other side. I mean, filmmakers, those who record.
Yeah.
How is that process?
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's so tough, man. You know, so besides myself, I've got 5 other artists. It's a lot, you know, from having to deal with people's egos, or paying rent for that one, and some of them are young, and now all of a sudden you must be a dad as well. It's a lot. Finances as well.
But the
It's just a lot.
changing landscape of how the music business is now done also, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, a label back then would have represented something else to what a label must represent today.
Yeah, man, you know what? I think more than anything else for me, and I think this is good for my artists, right? Most record label owners aren't necessarily artists.
Yeah.
So I think that's the one thing that I think that's a superpower that I have. The fact that I'm an artist, I understand artists, and I know what artists need and want. You know, I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited.
We're excited. This is new song, Vusi Nova, ladies and gentlemen, Afro Soul pop sensation. If you like, number of awards under his belt, but of course he's got a new heartbreak song that is for you out there. Get it on all good stores. That is Vusi Nova. Appreciate your time. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. The News VPM continues after this.